Good evening to everybody. Once again, this is our day 2 of our training workshop on Positron and its application. As you know, Positron is a combination of R and Python software, and is newly introduced. So we want you all to learn further again on how the software is being used. Tonight, I want to introduce to you once again Kundu Uche Victor. Is the Executive Director of Team R Programming Consults. My name is Timothy, and I'm the Chairman of Team R Programming Consults. This night, continue to follow us as we journey again on this training. Uche, please take over. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay. Welcome to today's workshop. Unlike yesterday, we discussed about Positron, and we actually work with our programming on Positron. Okay. In today, we're still going to discuss about Positron, but we're talking about Python in general. I actually have a code that I've written down based on backend and front end. But before I do that, let me do a quick touch of data frames and the likes using Python. Let's see how it works before I now start talking about the code I've done based on modeling and the GUI interface. I need to take my time to explain this in detail. Okay. Python is an open source language, just like R. Okay, it's very rich, very interesting, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's see. First thing first, let me share my screen. Good. So my screen is being shared. Okay. So now this is my Positron. This is the file I have initially, which I want to start explaining, but I think I can still manage my time to explain everything that I have here. But before I come to this part, because each and every point in the code, I need to explain that in detail. So let me open a new file for Python. I will go to new, I'll go to file. When I click on file, I have new text file, new file. I'll click on new file. So you have these. If it's R I want, I'll indicate on R, but I want Jupyter Notebook. I'll click on this. Okay. Now, at this junction, whatever computation you're doing, I'm writing a Python code, not R code now. Let me just test run one full thing. 1 + 1. I can run it. It's 2. Control Enter is to execute, or you stylishly execute the play button beside the cell. Okay, so I don't want this now. Okay, I think I want that. I think that's fair enough. Good. So the next thing, there's something called data frame. I can have an Excel file in my machine, in my laptop. I want to import into my Positron, normal. So if I want to do that, I'll use pandas. I might have a CSV file. I might have an SPSS file. I might have a JSON file. I might have, what's it called? I might have a starter file. It depends, whatever file I'm having, I can import this file into my IDE, which is possible, just for me to use the right code. Now, I want to create a data frame. Any data in tabular format is called data frame. So I want to create a data frame. Like what I did yesterday, I did not import data. I have to call data from GitHub. That's case one. Now, today, I don't want to import data. I can import it as said, just write my code. It's open. I'll drag it out. So I want to write a dictionary and a data frame. So let's see. First thing first, for you to create a data frame or for you to import a data frame, you need a library called pandas. So I will tell you, library. I'll say import pandas as PD. Import pandas as PD. Now, pandas functionality is to manipulate data and to import data. That's the function of pandas. So, because in this family we're discussing, we have pandas, we have NumPy, we have matplotlib, we have Seaborn, we have sklearn. Okay, we have sklearn, we have a whole lot of Python library, but at this junction, things we're working with are NumPy for data calculation and arrays computation. We have NumPy. NumPy is okay. I say NumPy is for arrays and arrays computations and matrix computation, while pandas is for data manipulation and data importation. Matplotlib is for me to visualize. If I want to visualize, I want to draw a chart. If I didn't call the library matplotlib, the chart will not come to play. And if I didn't call the library Seaborn, some certain chart will not come to play. Okay, that's that. Then if I want to run anything under machine learning that you're seeing has a special library called sklearn, scikit-learn. Machine learning you're seeing has a special library called TensorFlow. Machine learning you're seeing has a special library called Keras. Okay? Machine learning you're seeing has a library called PyTorch. But at this junction, we're working with sklearn. Very key. I actually learned with sklearn before I went to PyTorch, I went to TensorFlow, and I went to Keras. But whether you like it or not, scikit-learn is here to play. Okay, so I imported pandas as PD. Why did I import pandas? Because I want to. Why did I call the library pandas? Because I want to import data sets from either CSV file or Excel or whatever the case is. But now I'm creating a data frame. So what will I do? I will execute this. Let me run it. Run. It runs. There is no error. So the next one. What will I do now? I need to create what's it called? I need to create a list. Let me say I have names, name equal. I can call it name. The first one is let me just call 3 names. Team, okay, team, comma, okay, Victor, comma, okay, think I'm wrong there. Okay, Victor. Then the next one can tell you Alex. Okay, good. This is a list. Okay, if you're familiar with Python, you understand we have what they call list, we have tuple, we have dictionary. Okay, age can tell you I have let me just say Mr. Tim is 10 years old. Okay, Mr. Victor is 8 years old. Then Mr. Alex is 17 years old. Good. Then let's see, we have cities. Okay, now I can tell you Mr. Tim stays in Oshun. Let's go there. Okay. Then Mr. Victor stays in Lagos. Then Mr. Alex stays in, let me just say, Ibadan. I think that's fair enough. IB, Ibadan. Yep. Let's just do that. Now, I have 3 variables now: name, age, and city. Name, ages, and cities. This is called 3 lists. Okay. So let me run them first. Let's see how it goes. Boom. Wow. Why is there no results? It actually went well, but there's no results because I didn't call them. I can tell you, I can just come here and create a new code and tell you names. Now, both Python and R are case sensitive. So whatever spelling you're giving should be ideal. Okay. Name, I have it. What's it called? Age, I have it. Then cities, I have it. So what do I want to do now? Actually want to create a data frame. Are we good? Actually want to create a data frame. That's what I want to do. So how can I create a data frame? I will just stylishly put them in a dictionary. Okay, put them in a dictionary format. So what will I do now? I will just tell you, okay, let me just come here and say, I have to come here and make this thing a small letter. Pardon me, because a small letter, age. There's nothing much about it. So I'll run this back. Okay, I don't need this. Let me just take it off. They went, they went, they went. So I want to create a dictionary. I will tell you data equal. Okay, for me to create a list, I need a square bracket. This is a square bracket. Look at this bracket, a square bracket. But for me to create a dictionary, I need a curly bracket. I need this bracket. Okay, so what will happen? The first thing there is name. A dictionary has keys and value, names. Okay, key, column. I can tell you this name I have there, Name, yeah, name, comma. The next one variable I want is age. Age. Okay. I'll put my column. Then I have age. AGE. Okay. Comma. The next variable I want is city. City. Oh, I need to have this. I have city. Then column. What I have cities. Now this junction, I have created a dictionary. Dictionary always have values, then followed by keys, then value. This name I mentioned, capital letter, will now be the heading in my dictionary. This small letter name has a list already. So I'll run this. Let me run this. Oh, no. Okay. Let me just say data. Let me run it. Let's see what we have. Good. This is a dictionary. From a list, you can do a dictionary. From a dictionary, you can do a data frame. Ideally, if I have a data in my system in an Excel format or CSV format, I can import. Good, using pandas. So same thing is working here now. So my dictionary is fine, no problem. So let me now make this in a data frame, in a tabular format. What would I do? I was okay. Let me use the almighty DF. DF, we always use DF for what's it called? Data frame. You can use any variables, it's choice. But at this junction, I will tell you PD, the alias. I said import pandas as PD. If I say import pandas, I'll write pandas here. Pandas. Dot. Whatever I want to do. But because I give an alias, if your name is Ogbomosho, very long, and people are tired calling you Ogbomosho, you can say, okay, you can call me an alias, call me O, that's an alias. So my pandas is now PD. Instead of me to be writing pandas, I'm writing PD because I've called pandas to become a PD. So if your name is Ogbomosho or your name is I don't know, Tali Shorty, very lengthy word, you can just call me T. Are you good? As an alias. So that PD dot, what do I want? Data frame. Data frame. Okay. Then inside that data frame, our dictionary called data. Then I will run this. Let me even call it DF. So when I run it, I'll get my output. Boom. I think there's an output. Wow. I've seen it now. So ideally, if I import a data set from CSV or Excel straight up, this is what I'm going to have. But what I did is I created a list, I convert to a dictionary, then I convert to a data frame. Any data set imported from Excel or from any format that is tabular format that has rows and columns is called a data frame. Okay, I think that's fair enough. So we have a data frame called that. So what's the next thing we want to do now? At this junction, Python is very interesting, whereby we can do a whole lot of data manipulation and the likes. So plus or minus, for you to access the first few inputs in your data, what will you do? I can use the add function. I'm very sorry that this data frame is not too lengthy. We only have 3 observations. Tim, Victor, and Alex. Those are their names. Their ages are 10, 8, and 17. while their cities are Ogun, sorry, Osun, Lagos, and Ibadan. So for me to use the add function, add dots, not even add dots, I'll say df dot add. I'm kind of used to R. Okay, boom. Now it's giving me everything. Why? It's giving me the whole stuff. As when I have like 20 observation or 10 observation, it's giving me the first 6 inputs. If I want to use the tail function, so I will say df dot tail. Okay, to give me the last 6 inputs. But this junction of observation is just 3. No problem. So let's see. So now, if you want to check the info of your data set, info means it will bring out the data type, to tell you whether it's a data frame, to tell you number of entries and the likes. Now, mind you, okay, let me just do that. Info, I'll tell you df.info. Then bracket at the front, run it. Good. Let's see what we're having. Now, our data set that we created is telling us we have a data frame that shows that it has it's a data frame. Now, the range index is 3, 0 to 2. 0 is the first row, 1 is the second row, 2 is the third row. Okay, so now we have the data type are integer and object. Your integer are numbers. Integer, you know what I'm saying? While your object are strings. Okay, that's the function of an info. So at this junction, if you want to do data manipulation, let me put this an hashtag. Okay, data manipulation. There's a level I want to get to, I'll stop, then I'll take us back to the real work of today so that you see that I create a data frame and I start doing my, whatever the case is. I implemented machine learning algorithm, they were good to go. Okay, now let me write an hashtag, then data frame. Good. Oh, I said data manipulation. Okay, data manipulation. So what's trending at this point? Now, mind you, if I want this data manipulation to be kind of what's it called? Kind of like a text, I can just come down here. I can say markdown. Then, okay, I'll put this here, paste it here. Then, boom, data manipulation. This one is going. Good. For data manipulation now, mind you, I told you, if you want to import data, you need pandas. If you want to do data importation and data manipulation, you need pandas and numpy. I've already called library pandas. Let me call numpy. Import numpy as np. Are we good? So let's see. Wow, it's in markdown. This is a text, so it's not going to fly. Let me just delete this one. Let me go to code. I have markdown option. I have code option. I'll go to code. So now import numpy as np. So I can run it. Boom. There's no problem. So what did I want to do? At this junction, when it comes to data manipulation, you can sort, you can filter, you can group by. So let's just do that so that we'll always be on the same page. Okay, are we good? Now, let me say, first thing first, based on these 3 inputs in our data frame that we created, let's sort the data set by, let me check. Good. Let's sort by age. Okay, let's sort by age, because age is numerical. I think that's fair enough. Okay, let me just put an hashtag. Sort the age column.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Some people are on the waiting list. They sent
Oh, no.
me WhatsApp
Okay,
message. So
noted.
please let them in.
Oh, okay, I just did that now. Thank you for that. Okay. Admit all. Okay. Sort the age column in ascending. In ascending. Okay. So in this case, what will happen? I can tell you, okay, sorted. Let me just give a new sort underscore df. Okay. Now I can just call it a new variable, anything. I can call it uh mag. I can call it anything. So I just should call it sort because I want to sort the data frame. Okay. So df dot sort underscore value. Okay. Then what will happen? I want the column called age. AGE. Good. So I can run this now. So if I run it, it will execute, but it will not give me results because I need to call the function. Okay, this sort underscore df, I have to write it SORT underscore df. Then let me run it. Run. Good. So what's happening then? Okay, something is wrong. Let's see what we have. Why the error? Data frame has no attribute sorts underscore value. Okay, let me see what the problem is. Oh, he said it doesn't have sort underscore value. So now, mind you, in this market called programming, whenever you encounter an error, don't get angry. Always be happy because there's a stage coming when you have an error, you're quick to debug. Now, I have an error now. It's telling me that the sort underscore value that I use is not known by Python, but I doubt it because I'm using sort underscore value. Now, let me see my problem. Ooh, sort underscore values. Let's see where it will go. Good. It went. Are you good now? If you check what we have initially on our DF, we have 10, 8, and 17. Now we have sorted in what? In ascending. Ascending means from this lowest to the highest. So Victor is the lowest age, Mr. Tim is the second age, while Alex is the highest age. He's now sort. Are we good? So, mind you, the reason I'm doing all this is for us to just play along data manipulation, data wrangling, and the likes. If I move to the main, whatever the case is. So we sort the age by in ascending, and I use the sort underscore values. When I did sort underscore value, it gave me an error. Fine. Truly, Python does not understand that. I should need to write the right syntax. Put in the right syntax, I have a result. Okay. So now, what will be the next thing I want to do now? Let's see, based on our data. Okay. So please, in next 10 minutes, this section will end because it's like almost 45 minutes. We can reconnect, please. Thank you for that. Okay. Okay. The next thing I want to do should be, let me filter. I want to filter the age. I want to filter the age. Let me filter the age from 10 years and above. Victor is not needed. Victor is a small boy. So Victor is going out. So what will I do? I'll come here. Boom. I don't need a markdown. I need a code. So I'll tell you hashtag filter the age. Okay. So let's
This
see.
link, hello, tutor.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
This link will expire in the next 5 to 7 minutes. So we are going
Okay.
to join again whenever it expires.
Okay.
All right.
Now, filter the rows where age is greater than 8. Let's do that. 8 years. Okay, good. So what will I do? Come down. I will tell you filter. Let me just use the word filter. Filter. Okay, it's filter. Okay, filter what? I'm filtering my DF equal sign. So I have to tell you, if you want to filter, I will tell you DF, a square bracket, then DF, then I have to use a square bracket. Inside, I have age. Then come out of the first square bracket. Then I want something above 8 years old. Okay. So if I run this, I'm going to get the results, but I need to call the filter that I just got. I need to copy this out, control copy, then paste it here. Let me run it. Boom. Wow. So I filter. Now, mind you, I'm doing data manipulation. Are you good with that? So, starting from the data sets we have Victor, Tim, and Alex. But I now want to filter. I want people that are only that are above 8 years, that are above 8 years. I didn't include 8 years. If I include 8 years, you give me the old data. So greater than 8 years old. So only Tim and Alex are qualified. Okay. So that's that, by the way. So plus or minus, that's for data manipulation. The next thing, I can add new column. Yeah, I can add a new column. I can add a new column to this. Let's add a new column. It's very, very possible. Let's add a new column. So what will I do? Adding a new column. Okay. I can add a new column. Let me add a new column. Okay. Um, code, hashtag, add new column, add new column. Okay. Called, called. Should I call it surname? Okay. Called. Okay. I don't know. Should I call it surname or ID? ID. Okay.
Class.
Okay, should I call it class? Okay.
Yes.
Class. Okay. Okay. In that case, what will I do? I'll tell you DF, then a square bracket. Okay. So the new column that is called class, I'll call class CLASS. That's what I want. In the DF, I want to get a new column, then call class equal sign. So what do I want to do now? I will need to say DF, then in brackets, yeah, in brackets, in square brackets, I will tell you, okay, my head, okay, good. The first one, I can tell you data scientist, then comma, um, what's the next thing? Then the next one, data analytics, okay. The third one, um, let's see, who should we give? Data engineering, okay. So I can run this, boom. Well, I gave me an error. So why error? I will know why there's an error. So it's telling me there's an error somewhere. Okay. So why the error? Told you whenever you have an error, you should not panic. You should learn to debug. Debug is allowed. Okay. Okay. Now let me see what to do. Let me see what to do. I can tell you, um, okay, I can tell you this, can call it name, name, coming, name, plus, age. Let me just do that. DF, coming. I'll tell you what's happening. Then age. Okay, good. Let me run this. Okay. So why am I having error? Same error. Okay, let me see where my problem lies. Okay. My problem lies where we have what they call class, then DF, we have name. Let me see. Is my spelling correct? Name. Okay. Then this one, I need to be case sensitive. Okay. Let me see. CT. CT. I think it should run now. DF is a class. The new CT. Okay, let me run this. Run now, please. Okay, good. It's executed. It's executed. Okay. So let me give it DF. Then run it. Good. So now I've created a new class called Team Oshun Victor Lagos and Alex Ibadan. Good. Not that I can run a list into it to make it run. So I'm already using an existing value, an existing label or input to create a class. Okay. So now I can do one of the last tasks now. Let's see. Like what I did now, someone said I should put a class, maybe a new value. Yeah, we can do that. Nothing bad. Let's do that now. Because we did that, it was giving us an error. I mean, I'm very stubborn when it comes to these. Okay. Let me add new column. Add new column. Add new column. New column called ID. Are you good? Called ID. So in this case now, I'm adding a new column called ID. I want to do like this, an hashtag first and foremost. We're good. So I'll just tell you DF. Inside, I'll put ID, then equal. So what should we do? I'll call the first index 1001. Okay. In short, I need to create a list. 10001, comma 1001, comma 1002, comma 1003. I think that's fair enough. So if I come here, I put my DF, DF, then run it. I think it should fly. Good. I will good now. So if I want to create a class and give someone, okay, the last thing I want